Sziasztok, üdvözlök mindenkit ismét itt sok szeretettel. Anubis vagyok, és ahogy láthatjátok... Kicsit megálltak a csillagok. Szóval, ahogy láthatjátok, folytatjuk a Star Trek játékot. Nekem nagyon bejön, nem nektek is. Köszönöm, hogy itt vagytok, köszönöm, hogy bekövettek, illetve köszönöm, hogy lájkoljátok a videókat, amik esetleg tetszenek nektek tőlem. És akkor szerintem folytassuk is. Maga a játék ugye elég érdekes, mert olyan igazából, mintha egy filmet néznénk, és néha bele tudunk, vagyis hát a mi döntéseink befolyásolják a sztorit, illetve néha mi is tudunk beleszólni dolgok, vagy hogy is mondjam, ez ahhoz hozzányúlni. De főleg a döntéseink alapján megy a történet. Ilyen játékkal szerintem, de már játszottam, meg szerintem korábban is azt mondta, hogy ilyen játéka még nem játszottam, ez nem igaz, mivel ott van például a... várjatok, mi az a horror játék? Lipless Hope? Vagy valami hasonló, gondolom mindenki azért nagyjából vágja. Valami ilyen nevezetű a játék. Lipless Hope, azt hiszem az egyik része. Ott is főleg igazából videó van, és néha-néha tudunk hozzászólni a dolgokhoz. Ez igazából ugyanolyan, csak science fiction, Star Trek. Na nézzük is, folytassuk. Azt mondom nektek. Jelenleg különben vasárnap van ebéd után egy picivel, 12:15 van, viszont holnap reggel fogjátok már látni, vagy láthatjátok a videót, azaz jó reggelt, illetve szép napot mindenkinek, egy jó hétkezdetet. Mondjuk úgy, és vágjunk bele. Folytassuk. Ja, folytatni, elnézést. Csak a képre kattingatok. Már jó pár nap eltelt, hogy játszottunk a játékkal, szóval...
Commander Rydek was able to work behind the scenes during the negotiations and made contact with a representative from the Hotari delegation named Tylas. She mentioned an unusual artifact of unknown origin being held under tight security within the Hotari palace, which she believes came from the mines on Tau. Now, this artifact might have a connection to the revolt, to the storm, and to the warp disruption we now know has been targeted at the Resolute. Commander Rydek, if you want to take it from here.
Of course. Tylas managed to infiltrate the heavily guarded location within the palace and sent us these scans using my tricorder. It appears to be some sort of control panel, possibly connected to the warp disruption weapon originating on Tau. Of particular interest is this symbol, which we couldn't identify the origin of.
The Federation database has records from a vast number of civilizations. If anyone from Starfleet has come across this before, the system should recognize it.
Cross-referencing with Federation records.
Displaying symbols from Federation database with a 90% probability of match or higher. Select a symbol to further analyze.
Mindegyike hasonlít. Mindegyikkel el tudom képzelni, hogy aznak a folytatása. Ez túl sok információt nem mond. Az nincs az, hogy hányféle van különben? Ez már volt, várjatok. ez már volt. Legyen ez. Ez nem stimmel. Meg kell nézzük az összeset? Szerintem meg kell nézzük az összeset, és valamelyik biztos, hogy hasonlítani fogsz. Szóval igazából nincs értelme itt találgatni, mert meg kell nézni mindet szerintem, amíg nem találjuk meg. Egyen nincs hasonlóság. Így látjátok. Kérdés az, hogy egyáltalán ez olyan szimbólum, ami hasonlít el. Ennek is van esélye, hogy az lesz, és nem. Bár ennyi adatból mindegyik lehet az igazából. Jó, hát azt mondom, hogy egyáltalán nem. Teljesen más. Hát már nincs sok, haló. Ez lesz az.
Match.
Got it.
És kik azok? Vagy mik? Tkon Empire.
So, what are we looking at?
The design and composition indicate this is a glyph associated with the ancient Tkon Empire. Their civilization collapsed over 600,000 years ago, but once spanned millions of systems with a population numbering in the trillions.
Fascinating. The Tkon were once the most advanced, most powerful civilization.
És mégis kihaltak.
Is it possible the Hotari found Tkon technology?
I wonder if they even know what they have.
Our knowledge of the Tkon is limited. I have only encountered passing references to them.
I can't speculate about how much they know, but one thing's for sure. They know how to use it.
Indeed.
Which might explain how they seized control of the mines and targeted us with a weapon that prevents warp travel.
Computer, what is the last recorded discovery of other Tkon artifacts?
On stardate 41386.4, the USS Enterprise D, under the command of Captain Jean-Luc Picard, discovered a Tkon outpost in the Delphi Ardu system. According to the mission summary, an unbreakable energy-draining field was deployed against the Enterprise and a Ferengi ship. The Enterprise was only able to escape after negotiating their release with an entity known as Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Tkon Empire.
Unbreakable energy draining field. It starts to make sense.
What else is there?
There's a lot here. Let's take it piece by piece.
Jean-Luc
Select the
Picard.
aspect you wish to learn more about.
Mit állsz ki? Elvette a szöveget. Mit kell kiválasztani?
Someone from the Tkon Empire is actually still around.
Or at least was, 16 years ago.
Volt 16 évvel...
Computer, what other information do you have on Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Tkon Empire?
The entity known as Portal 6-3 is of an unknown nature. A biped humanoid, he was unaware that the Tkon Empire no longer existed at the time of the encounter. He was able to control the crystal-based technology of the Tkon outpost through apparent telepathic means. It was by his choice that the Enterprise was released from the energy draining field after Commander William T. Riker of the Away team argued on behalf of both Starfleet and the Ferengi.
Telepathic control of their technology.
As I have said, they were the most advanced civilization in the galaxy.
Jó, gondolom meg kell nézni mindet.
What sort of planet is Delphi Ardu 4?
Delphi Ardu 4 is an M-class planet, a barren rocky world with little to no vegetation and frequent ion storms. The giant crystals that grow there absorb energy, but it is not understood how they do so. The entire Delphi Ardu system, consisting of 11 planets, was considered completely uninhabited until the encounter with Portal 6-3.
Frequent ion storms. That can't just be a coincidence.
Jó, legalább azt is tudjuk különben, fiúk, lányok, hogy kb. 16 évvel Jean-Luc Picard, vagy legalábbis, hogy az egy hajó? Ha? Hogy... bocsánat, utána játszódik. 16 éve.
There appears to be some sort of restriction order from Starfleet. Computer, explain this restriction.
A Starfleet directive similar to General Order 7 forbids entering the Delphi Ardu system or attempting to make contact with Portal 6-3.
Starfleet doesn't throw up a no trespassing sign for just anybody.
I suppose it makes sense considering what happened to the Enterprise D.
Ja, az a Ferengi hajó. És akkor ez lesz az Enterprise.
The technology to capture and hold the Federation flagship would have to be unbelievably powerful. Computer, what else can you tell us about the energy-draining field the Takan used?
The Enterprise D was unable to break free on its own. The precise nature of the technology was never fully understood. Only that the crystalline technology used was beyond the comprehension of then-current Starfleet science.
The engineering team found a quantized spin crystal formation in the shuttle you took to Hotari. They registered tetrametric radiation coming from it.
We have Takan technology on board right now?
We might. I'll run a full analysis in the containment lab.
The Elydians should have crushed the revolt. But if the Hotari have Takan technology and can control it, I see why they're willing to negotiate peace. For all we know, this could be just the beginning. And we're up against something greater than we can imagine.
There's only one way to find out. We need to see what's down there for ourselves.
I might be able to help with that. We've been able to triangulate the source of the ionic interference and warp disruption to a specific mine on Tau. Engineering used the latest data from your shuttle to pinpoint its origin. There.
So we know where to look.
Commander Rydek's right. We need to know what's down there, what the Hotari are hiding, to better understand what we're up against, and to neutralize it if we can.
Captain, embarking on a mission to the Hotari moon would not be viewed favorably by either side. However, given the circumstances, we are entirely within our rights to defend ourselves.
I just want to make sure this doesn't blow up in our faces. Which is why I'm thinking of sending Commander Rydek on a covert mission to Tau.
Én megyek, az jó lesz.
Assuming you're up to the task. It would require absolute secrecy. And obviously it's not without risk.
Én
I'm ready
megyek.
for action, Captain. Just say the word and I'll
Nem
be
más.
I'll admit,
Én.
I wish I could go myself. I'm hoping Tylus can accompany you. The priority is to avoid detection. It's a calculated risk. The last thing we need is to get caught and then blamed for violating our neutrality, aggravating an already tense situation. Can't afford any mistakes, which is why I've chosen you.
Yes, sir. I'll do everything in my power to make sure no one knows I'm there.
Good. Of course, you'll have full support from the Resolute. We'll make sure we take every precaution.
Every precaution.
Get in touch with Tylus and make the necessary arrangements as discreetly as possible.
Bridge to Captain Solano. The Elydians have moved additional ships to the edge of the Hotari system. Current heading is straight for the homeworld.
Understood.
It would seem we no longer have the luxury of waiting. In that case, may I suggest you and I return to Hotari Prime. Doing so will provide Commander Rydek as much time as possible to complete her mission.
Agreed. We'll hail the Queen's delegation from my ready room. We all know what we need to do. Dismissed.
Jó, akkor elmegyünk, fiúk, lányok, és... nem szabad, hogy észrevegyenek. Biztos, hogy lesz valami olyasmi, hogy nem lehet betartani, vagy nem lesz
Petty Officers
az.
Diaz and Edsolar, where is the crystal formation that you found in the shuttle? I have tasked Ensign Calloway with performing a full analysis of the tetrametric pulses.
Security brought it to the containment lab.
I was just there. They don't know anything about it. Security never checked it in.
Miranda never got there?
She's the one that had the crystal formation?
Yeah, her and the rest of the security detail from the negotiations.
Diaz, Tamaris. Carter Diaz to Miranda Maris.
Commander Westbrook to Petty Officer Miranda Maris. Respond.
Something's not right.
She's still on the ship. She has to be.
Computer, locate Petty Officer Miranda Maris.
Petty Officer Miranda Maris is in the isolinear storage array on Deck 5.
I'll go find her.
Good.
I am sure Mr. Diaz can attend to this on his own.
Tönkrement a tricorder, vagy az nem is ő lesz? Nagyon szép a kilátás, semmit nem látok. Kicsit sötét van, nem? Hogy ne kezdj meg Mirandát, és ez az nem is Miranda.
Someone improperly pulled these isolinear chips.
Valaki babál? Ó, mi volt ez, bocsi? Gyerekek, van egy olyan érzésem, hogy ő nem is a mi barátnőnk, vagy nem is barátnőnk, lehet, hogy nem is él az igazi, hanem valami alakváltó. De rohadt sötét van már, elnézést. Hát el nem tudok menni. Úristen, nincs valami zseblámpa. Várj. Nem mert egy kis fényt adni? Én értek mindent, hogy... van valami hang. Valami érdekes hang. Mi volt ez?
Miranda, you in here?
Szerintetek ez jó dolog volt?
Hello?
Nem ember lesz. És ez meg központi számítógép különbe, amin babál. Ezek olyan jó. Letöltés teljes. Milyen letöltés teljes?
Hello? Hey! Miranda?
What the hell are you doing, Carter? You almost knocked me to the lower level. What's wrong with you?
What were you doing running from me?
I didn't know it was you. There's no reason for you to be in here.
Hey, neked mi?
Commander Westbrook said the crystal formation we found in the shuttle never made it to the containment lab.
I don't know why he'd say that. I brought them there myself. Whatever he told you, he got it wrong. All I know is where I left them.
Westbrook wouldn't lie about that.
Are you really so sure?
I just said he wouldn't.
Then maybe he's mistaken. I don't know. Now, if we're done here, I have to go. Do you mind? I'm in the middle of my shift.
I saw the data terminal and the isolinear chips. Were you copying data? There's no one else in here.
I wasn't. I was performing a security sweep of the area.
And you didn't see the open terminal? I want a straight answer, Miranda. What are you doing here?
Carter, if things are gonna work out between us, I'm gonna need you to trust me a little more than this. Because this is not a good start to a relationship. And I don't get why you're acting this way.
It's hard to trust you when you aren't acting like yourself.
I'm not gonna keep explaining myself to you. Especially if you're not gonna listen to my answers.
Etzelar Diaz. What's the holdup?
Don't answer that. You and I can work this out. Please.
Let go of me. I'm going to respond.
I can't let you do that.
Etzelar Diaz. Are you okay?
Diaz to Etzelar. I need some help.
So I see you found each other.
You were taking so long, the commander sent us to see what the problem was.
And you said you needed help while we were on the way.
Diaz, you were sent here with specific orders, and fighting your crewmate wasn't one of them. What the hell is going on here?
Let's just let them explain.
I'd like to hear that, because I know what it looks like.
There's something seriously wrong with her. She's not herself, I'm telling you.
What does that mean?
It doesn't mean anything.
Well, for one, she was copying data onto this.
This drive is unauthorized.
There are ISOs all over the floor.
And that's why I was in here, investigating this situation. And when Carter came looking for me, we got our wires crossed. It wasn't anything more than that.
Look, I wish I was wrong about this. That I was overreacting. More than anything. But I know what I saw. And it's not what she's saying.
I can't believe this.
I don't know what's going on here, but I think we need to call it into security. She can explain herself in the brig.
Hold on a minute. We don't need to put this on anyone's permanent record. Carter said you're not yourself. If something's wrong with you, we should head to sickbay and the doc will fix you right up.
Yeah, I haven't felt right since I came back from Hotari. I think I should see the doctor.
You two know her? If you really think she's not well, we can take her to sickbay first. But what I know is this is a security breach, and we should treat it as such.
Please, just let me go see the doctor.
She did have a bumpy ride back on the shuttle. Come on, Carter. We should get her taken care of.
Let's take her to sickbay. It's better than the brig, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Fine. Get checked out by medical. You two go with her. I'll put this back together.
Itt valami nem oké a Chelsea-val. Megszállták? Irányítják? Egy a zavarosabb. Ő csinálta a dolgokat. Egyedül megyek? És itt is hagynak? Ja, úgy nézem, ez elég ilyen sötét küldetés. Keresd meg ti azt. Hogyne, megkeresem én. De jó lenne tudni, hogy hol a tökönbe vagyok.
Rydick here.
This is Irma. Any trouble getting to the surface?
I'm really starting to miss transporters.
As long as this storm is around, you'd better learn to like shuttles. But if you can find the cause of the interference, we might be able to get back to transporting.
As if I needed another incentive. We both know there's a lot more than that riding on this.
Fair enough. You'll need to get in and out of the mine.
Ez elég ilyen sötét rész, fiúk, lányok. Szobában is sötét volt, itt is sötét van, minden sötét van. De sokat látok, mint ti.
Understood. Rydick out. The ionic interference is coming from underground. I should find a safer way down there.
Hát miért? Leugrunk, az is biztonságos, nem? Várjátok, hol vagyok? Onnan jöttem, az biztos. Aha. Itt van ő is, aki segít nekünk elméletileg. Jézusom.
I saw your shuttle take off. Hopefully no one else did. It's good to see you, even under these unfortunate circumstances.
When you called to give us a scan, it sounded like they caught you. I was worried you'd been hurt.
It was nothing I couldn't handle.
Lead the way. I'll fill you in on what we've learned about the situation.
Follow me.
The device Galvin and Sidron brought back from the mines is being used to control some sort of warp disruption weapon that has the Resolute trapped in Hotari space. According to our readings, the power source for that device is on this moon, at the specific coordinates I sent you.
That sounds impossible. But explains the rumors of the Hotari controlling the ionic storm.
We strongly suspect the device was created by an ancient empire known as the Takan.
The Takan?
Once the most powerful civilization in the galaxy, but they've been gone for over 600,000 years.
Kicsit idősebbek voltak, mint az emberek.
Hard to believe there's something like that on Tau.
Which is why I need proof. If we find hard evidence that Galvin and his allies are hiding dangerous Takan technology, I can convince the Federation to let us intervene.
Understood. We're almost there.
Futni lehet? Lehet. Akkor kocogjunk. Egyfelé mehetünk. Ő mutatja az utat, tudjátok. Itt lesz valami videó szerintem. Mondtam. Az egy hajó. Megy a kitermelés.
Prospect 614 North, Subdivision 20.
It's enormous.
Just one of the thousands across Tau. The pride of Hotari.
How do we get inside?
The structure that circles the mine has entry points for transporting equipment into the lower levels. They're guarded, but nothing I can't get past using my authority.
Well, that's good to hear.
As long as you can avoid being seen, I should be able to talk my way past any miner. And provide a little distraction for you in the process.
How do I avoid being seen?
You don't use the door.
Ne használd az ajtókat, kösz. Akkor mit használja?
How dare you! Don't you know who I am? I am Tylus Altaris, Minister of Diplomatic Affairs.
That's not...
The Queen will be furious to hear you try to deny your entry.
the Queen. But I just...
You just what? Just now realize the trouble you've made for yourself? And who exactly do you think you're going to report this to? Because I'll be reporting it as well, to someone much further up the ladder. You have no authority here. Do you understand who pays your wage? I can inform the Queen directly of this insolence.
There's no
You'll
need
regret
for...
everything you've said here today. You should have opened the doors the second I appeared before you.
That's not the protocol. I didn't know
Each second you delay my entry will be recorded, processed, and permanently marked on your record. I can't believe this. Does your brain function? Do you speak our tongue?
Minister, I have orders.
How could a fellow Hotari not understand this? You're digging your own grave. I've reached the end of my patience. Escort me to the maintenance bay.
I told you I can't just...
Now!
But fine.
A wise choice. Lead the way, and be quick.
Nem lehet sem mászni, semmi. És olyan alacsatét van, bocs ez miért, de hát ezek ilyen pályák most. Semmit nem állsz, bazd meg.
Let's get a look inside you.
Biztos, hogy minden tartományban van. Nem szkennelhető dolog.
Full system access. Let's see if I can just... Bingo.
Oh! Kikapcsoltuk az energiamezőt.
Better hurry. Not sure how long she can keep him busy.
Hogyne bazd meg, csak semmit nem látok. Álljátok. Semmit nem látok így.
Might control the exit door. Need to see inside it. Something in here is keeping that door closed.
Teljes szkennelés.
Should remove the security check on the door.
Jézusom, várjátok. Ja, mit kell vele csinálni? Még kell bujkálni, vazzeg, olyan ott sötét van. Mondanak egy kicsivel több fényt. De nem tudok változtatni a izén se különben, hogy látjátok a színen. Azok úgy színesebbek, vagy nem tudom minek mondjam. Azt kell beszkenneljem? Elakadtam, fiúk, lányok. Mit szkennelnem kéne itt? De nem lehet semmit szkennelni. Biztos, hogy el kell menni, ugye? Nem lehet a inputok közt változtatni. Mit csinálják ezzel a vacakkal, már elnézést? Ja. Majd van, semmi nincs itt. Jó, akkor azt kellett feloldani, és utána meg követni a madzagot, ahol az ajtó van. Megvan. Ja. És hogy jutok le? Nem szóltam. Bocsi. Biztos, hogy észre fognak venni. És majd valamit döntenünk kell.
I didn't come here to educate an imbecile on royal protocol.
Of course not, Minister.
So I will be about my business here, and you will take yourself out of my sight. There you are.
You really let that guy have it.
It worked, didn't it? I'm used to having to throw my weight around. Hard to get anyone to listen to you otherwise.
I'm impressed. I didn't know you had it in you.
There's a lot you don't know about me. Underestimate me at your peril.
The catwalks were booby-trapped.
Galvin and Sidron have gone to great lengths to keep out the uninvited. Well, we're inside. Where do you want to start?
The ionic interference is coming from below us. We need to go deeper.
That lift goes down, at least to the changeover station. But we can't use it without DNA authorization from one of the guards.
I have an idea, but we need a few samples of DNA from the miners who work here.
Samples?
Fingerprints, sweat, blood.
Which will trick the machine and get us control of the lift.
That's the theory. Let's test it.
Keressünk anyagokat UV-lámpával. Hát gondolom messzi azért nem kell mennünk. Álljatok, hol van a... És mekkora mintát kéne keressek különben? Szóval megmondaná nekem? Ja, várjatok.
Do you think we could just find a way to climb over this?
Possibly. But the console on the lift itself is locked by the same system that locks this ramp.
No shortcuts then.
I'm sure you can figure something out.
No luck. Unless this console thinks I'm a Hotari guard, it won't work.
The guards work out of that building back there. Might have some DNA.
This facility doesn't seem well maintained. What's in all these containers?
These contain mining supplies, tools, energy packs for machinery.
Shouldn't mining supplies be inside the mines?
It is troubling. If the workers here aren't mining...
Van zöld. Gondolom ezeket lehet szkennelni. És itt szerezhetünk valami díjást.
Not concentrated enough. I should try somewhere else.
Meg jó lenne látni is valamit.
I can use this.
Azt tudod használni? Isten, most már lehet itt változtatni. Nem látok semmit, pillanat. Hogy ezt tudom használni.
That's a stable DNA sample. It's only partial, but a few more should do it. There's gotta be stable DNA here. Good. That's another I could use. Just need one more sample.
Oh, basszus. Álljatok, nem látok semmit különben, hogy hol vagyok.
If they eat in here, it's likely there's some DNA in the room. Hotari must be tough on the inside, too. almost looks like coffee. Almost. I'll have some Ractigino when I get back to the ship. Wow, that is a lot of DNA. I should look for the most concentrated spots.
Még egy minta kell, fiúk, lányok, nekünk. Szerintek? Ja, még itt is lehet beszélgetni.
Leftovers. I should give this a scan.
Azért nem találtam ott semmit. És mit szkenneljek? Nincs itt semmi.
Some kind of glowing mineral being used as a light source. Might want one of these for my cabin, actually.
Nem találtam mást. De kurva sötét van itt, már elnézést, ezt mondtam?
Promising.
Hál' Isten, megvan a harmadik minta is.
That's enough to make the DNA profile. Time to go back to the lift.
Én benne vagyok, vazzeg. Kérdés az, hogy hol van ki meg a be.
Hygiene clearly isn't a priority down here.
Hol vagyok, vazzeg?
You're not coming inside?
There are some things I'd rather not smell.
Ah.
A vége látunk valamit, fiúk, lányok.
It worked. Theory proven.
I'll get it started.
Ready?
I'm about afraid of what we might find down there.
We'll be okay.
Let us
We've survived worse than this.
Well, I haven't. But I'll put my faith in you. For now.
Bocsi, híreket néztem.
Stay back. There's a guard at the station. We'll have to hide.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
You watch your tone with me. I'm Tylus Altaris, Minister of Diplomatic Affairs. I speak for the Queen herself.
This is a restricted area. No one gains access without the approval of Galvin or Sidron.
Wait.
Jues Gawad Abawencha.
Let me go!
Are you all right?
I don't know.
Are you injured?
No, I thought if I could talk my way through like always, I'd be fine, but... I'm a diplomat. This isn't what I do. I've never even fired a weapon. This is just... It's real now. I wasn't ready for this.
Tylus, you can do this.
I don't see what you're basing that on.
All you've shown me so far is an iron-willed determination to save your people. I don't expect that's changed.
No. No, it hasn't. My authority has never been challenged like that. It meant nothing to him.
So we should assume any Hatari we encounter from here on can't be reasoned with.
Agreed. The only loyalty they have down here is to Galvin and Sidron.
Can you switch over the lift?
Guard should have a scan card that will allow us to operate the switch.
Azaz, nem?
Got it.
He's not dead, is he? He's still one of my people, and I didn't come here to take Otari lives.
My phaser's set to stun. He'll be perfectly fine, just unconscious for a while.
I see. We don't have that sort of technology on our weapons.
Good to know.
Jó tudni. Vagy ölnek, vagy nem. Nem tudnak kábítani ők. Csak a federáció. Viszont így fel fog ébenni, és mindenképp tudni fogják, hogy itt volt valaki. Azt mondja, nem modám jónak. Úristen, hova megyünk? Bocsánat.
The energy readings are emanating from this tunnel. It's sure to be guarded in there. Stay low and follow my lead.
Aha, szerintem nem fogunk láthatatlanok maradni. Ja, tényleg mentén nem lehet, csak a kilépek. És részenként.
Is that all dilithium?
Not all of it. We excavate large chunks of rock that contain varying amounts of dilithium ore. It's sorted and processed at the collector ship above.
Jó tudni. Azt hittem el kell menni, de akkor nem, hanem el lett. Váltunk? Forradjunk most meg az orvosi... Ja nem. Szerintetek? Szerintetek a királynő tud erről?
Looks like they've improvised a barrier.
Yes, we must be getting closer. Scan card.
Tök jó szól kell a kártya.
We don't have time to wait for them to finish whatever they're doing. We'll have to try to keep low and sneak past them.
I'm starting to see the utility of a phaser.
I wouldn't stand a chance against all three of them. I don't like our options here. I have to get us that card so we can open the door.
How? If they detect you, Galvin and Sidron's followers are clearly willing to kill to protect whatever's in this mine.
Hey, I'm trained for this.
Lehet, hogy ki van képezve, én nem mondanám.
What should I do?
Avoid being seen. Stick to the edge of the room and meet me at the door.
Szerintem én fogok menni. Hogyne, bazd meg. Annyian jó vagyok a lopakodásokban, mint Pisti. Ja, szuper, aha. Oké, ne legyen kész. Jó, mindig ugyanazt az utat teszik meg kell figyelni. El lehet ők a figyelmüket vonni. Szuper. Szerintetek?
Would come back. I need the target practice. Wish the Lydians would try something else. They saw our power, our resolve. They're terrified of us. Until the plan is complete, we're vulnerable. Then get back to work, and we'll complete the plan more quickly.
Az a bajom, hogy olyan sötét vagy, én magam nem látom, hogy hol az ellenfél.
Almost complete.
De arra kell nekem mennem.
Anyone who prevents sound testing should be eliminated.
Ja, ott a másik az nem mozog.
It's just a matter of time. Processing. What was that?
Olyan sötét van, nem is láttam, hogy ott is áll.
Avoid being seen. Stick to the edge of the room.
Gyerekek. Pedig szerintem nem volt sok. És ilyenkor a legelejétől, mi? Igen, tudom.
Good. Good.
Ezt meg kell várjuk. Olyan sötét van basszus, hogy nem... Vagy nem is láttam, hogy ott van basszus. Ja, itt a kártya, bazd.
How long is Galvin going to make us wait? I'm not worried. He's let us well so far. It's a miracle we're even here. We've been waiting for so long. Patience, brother. We'll get our chance. It's inevitable after all. That it is.
Elmélem volt mentés. Én most alattuk vagyok. Ez jó nekem szerintetek? Vissza. Halálkomba vagyok. Álljátok! Nem engedi a játék, hogy visszamenjek. Akkor itt kell valahova menni, vagy valamit csinálni. Itt van ő is. Átjutottam akkor. Olyan sötét van basszus, bocs, ez a rész az ilyen. Én magam is látok, bazd meg. Nem lesz ez hangos? Itt az ajtó ki és becsukódik.
Stay close.
Hogyne?
Stop!
What?
Motion sensors. They'll trigger an alarm. We'll be found.
Invisible to the naked eye.
They could be anywhere. How will we get through?
Onnan basz ki velem. Túl messze vagyok tőle, vagy mi? Jaj, de jó! Kerüld a... Ebben jó felé megyek? Ott jöttünk be, azt szerintem arra kell menjek. Ne kelj föl. Hú, erre jó, az meg. Várjátok, itt nincs izé? Már ne bazd el! Hú. Az öreg. Ide jött ezek szerint kutakodni ő is, és megölték. Akkor nem. Akkor csak hasonlított. Azt hittem a nagykövet vagy ki.
Otari, don't do this. We defend ourselves, but we don't kill on this scale, this level of savagery.
There's no such thing as a bloodless rebellion.
I don't know if we should keep going. So much death. I don't want to end up like them.
We'll make sure they didn't die for nothing. What we learn here could save the rest of your people.
Okay. Okay.
Whatever happened here, it made the Illydians abandon the mines. Let's find out what they're so scared of. Otari and Illydian.
Mi vagyunk a, vagyis ők a hotáriak, az a... Na, értitek.
The Hotari fortified the side of the room opposite the door. It's a good tactic, but a few crates aren't going to stop fully armed Illydian soldiers. How did they win? Is this the effects of an Illydian disruptor?
Yes.
Disruptors are cruel weapons. From the blast marks, it looks like the Illydians had far greater firepower. Footprints. Illydian boots. Running back the way we came.
Várj, hogy kell menni? Semmi. Miért van ilyen
Tylus.
Tét.
What kind of weapon did this?
This is like nothing I've ever seen or heard of. My people don't have a weapon that does this.
What else can you tell me?
Hál' Isten.
What an awful way to die. This must be why the Illidians are so afraid. Technology that surpasses their own, in the hands of the Hotari that they've lorded over for centuries.
Where did this weapon come from?
Well, the crystals are giving off tetrametric pulses. If I set my tricorder to search for that frequency, it'll lead us right to the source. This Illidian tried to run.
They didn't let him.
Hol van? Nem látok semmit.
This makeshift barrier forced the Illidians to enter from the service corridor, creating a choke point. Quite the advanced tactic for a species that's never waged war.
Nem lesz lebukni, az? Ja, arra lehet menni.
The Illidians shot to kill.
But if they killed him, why was he shot in the back?
Huh, you're right. The shot came from the side the Hotari were defending.
We don't kill our own. And he wasn't just caught in the middle.
Killed by the same crystallization as the Illidian.
Whose side was the killer on?
Ja.
Tylus, you may not want to look down there.
I've come too far to... What is this?
They've been dumping bodies down here.
Unforgivable. Galvin and Sidron will be made to answer for this.
Holttesteket dobtak oda le?
More of these crystals.
Another of my people dead.
Tylus, what is this machine?
It's for tunnel boring. The cone on the front is covered in disruptors that allow it to melt through the solid rock.
They don't seem to have finished the tunnel. Why stop here, I wonder?
Nem lehet oda menni. Igen. Tikol, de... Ha 4 zöldség felvillan, akkor vagyunk jó irányba a gép felé. Elő meg volt haló. És szkennelni kell?
Think they parked this here on purpose?
One way to find out.
Need any help?
I've got it.
This concentration of tetrametric radiation has never been recorded. Whatever they're hiding, it's right through here.
Szerintetek elkapnak bennünket? Szerintem igen. Olyan rohadt sötét van, bazd meg. Arra leszek kíváncsi, hogy a királynő vajon tud erről? Biztos, hogy tud. Kell, hogy tudjon.
This feels strange.
The crystals are increasing, growing outward, replacing the soil.
It's like an infection. A parasite. Growing inside Tau.
Szerintem megtaláltuk a Tkon eszközt.
Incredible.
This is definitely not Hotari.
És ez miatt vannak iomviharok is?
It's the remnants of the Tkon Empire.
I don't think we should be here.
This is exactly where we should be. Every strange thing we've seen in this system, it might all come from this room. We need to learn everything we can.
What are we looking at?
It's made of the same crystalline material as the rest of this place. But I can't tell much else. Might be some kind of sleep mode. I can't analyze this further unless it starts working normally.
Maybe we can turn it on from somewhere else.
Hopefully. Let's keep looking around. Somewhat resembles a transporter pad. How are you holding up?
I knew Galvin and Sidron were dangerous. Now I know they're more powerful than I could have imagined. But the worst of it is knowing they got there by turning our people against their own.
Look familiar?
It's almost identical to the console Galvin has hidden in the palace. It looks like a control surface.
Aha, oké. Én is tudtam ezt. Nem tudok váltani a módok közt.
This place feels...
Az biztos.
I'll get what I need, and we can get out of here.
Thank you. Is it too, convenient that we found this place unguarded?
There's an old Earth saying about never looking a gift horse in the mouth.
What's a horse?
Never mind.
Szerintem valahogy oda föl kéne jussunk, fiúk, lányok. is van.
This suggests there's some type of complex life form contained within each crystal.
Life form? There's something alive in these tiny crystals?
That's what it says, but hard to imagine how that's possible.
Kicsit átva maradt a szám. Jó dolog kivenni valamit is.
Our science division will have a field day with this. We need to study it on the ship.
Tudjátok mi a Shelly? Tényleg a Stargate Gold, sőt nem is Gold, mindenki kristály, bocsánat, minden kristály technológiát használ mindenki. Nem tudom mit kell szkennelni, haló, vagy mit nem. Ez tönkrement, nem?
Crystallized lithium compounds. Its internal structure is extremely ordered. In fact, the states of these crystals on a subatomic level suggests a storage device of some kind. Energy levels are both stable and ordered, like information. Some of them appear to be depleted.
What kind of information would you deplete?
Ja, itt ennyi? Ja, nem, itt megint van valami.
They look different than the others.
These haven't been depleted yet.
Gondolom az azt jelenti, hogy be kell szkennelni, de nem lehet szkennelni. Szerintetek mikor jön az ellenség? Fogadjunk, amint befejeztük a kutatást, jönnek.
Can your device read this?
It can roughly translate the words, but we don't have enough Taconian language on record to understand how it's structured.
Oh well.
Ez nem jut össze.
Looks like some sort of replicator.
I can't get it to work.
It has power. Must be looking for some other kind of authorization.
Nekem a zöld hátszín miatt a bolga emlékeztet. Mi vagyunk a bolg. Asszimiláljuk magukat minden ellenállás hasztalán. De mindig van valami, amit be lehet szkennelni? Nem már. Nem lehet másfelé nézni. Ja, billentyűzet. Hál' Isten, megvan.
What is it?
The device's primary function is to transmute lithium into this quantized crystalline compound. Possibly for the creation of weapons.
Do you think one of these was used on that Elydian in the tunnels?
Such a cruel weapon. I see it.
What's happening?
Someone turned it on.
There's no one here. Maybe the device I saw in the palace can send a signal?
If that's the case, we may not be alone for long. Let's hurry.
I can feel the power coming off it.
I've never seen this kind of energy before. I'll need to record this with my tricorder.
Az utolsó. Mit kell még szkennelni? Fél nem lehet nézni, szóval itt kell, hogy legyen. Megvan. Hál' Istennek, billentyűzet.
This can't be right. It's putting out almost 50 zettajoules of energy.
I assume that's a lot?
Enough to power this entire quadrant. This amount of power, the kind of radiation it's putting out, it's the cause of the storm. The warp disrupting beam, all of it.
What do we do now?
We get back to the Resolute. They have to know about this. Come on, let's go. Quickly. We have to hide.
Tudtam, hogy jönnek. Ja, miért tud ennyivel gyorsabban futni? És teleportjuk is van.
I demand you let me go.
No need to complain. You're about to receive a gift beyond your wildest imagination. If anything, I consider it an honor.
Érdekes, hogy tudják ezt az ősi technológiát használni, nem? Van egy összelőérzetem. Élőlények vannak a kristályokban, és az adja az energiát. Beleteszik az élőlényeket a kristályba, és azt használják energiának.
I can influence the course of the negotiations. I can make sure the Hotari get the better end of the bargain.
So can I.
Az egész kvadránsnak elég lenne ez az energia. Minden esetre, fiúk, lányok. Innen folytatjuk majd. Izgi. Nagyon. Szerintem ez a játék ez kifejezetten elő a konfliktusról szól. Már eléggé benne vagyunk, szerintem már több mint a fele megvan. Köszönöm, hogy itt voltatok ismételten. Remélem tetszett nektek, ha ilyen nyomjatok el egy lájkot. Amíg nem tettétek, meg iratkozzatok fel. A Nubis voltam, további szép napot, hamarosan találkozunk. És bocsi, és sziasztok!